Thank you. On this Wellness Wednesday, we're focusing on loneliness. Chances are you know someone who's going through loneliness or social isolation. It's more widespread than you think. An estimated 1 in 4 older adults experience social isolation, and between 5 to 15% of adolescents experience loneliness. That's according to the World Health Organization. So what are some ways to deal with this? Therapist Julianna Lyddon of Connect with Julianna is here to help. You know, Julianna, I shared with you something personal that one of my friends was going through, and I didn't realize how lonely she was. You know, this is somebody that I've known for years, and it just broke my heart. And I thought to myself, you know what? If there's somebody like her feeling like that, there are so many other people too.
You are so right.
Yeah, so, you know, that's what instigated this whole segment.
Right.
But, you know, talk about how people get to this place of loneliness.
Well, you know, there's so many different things that we're facing, and one of them has to do with relationships. So when you go through a breakup, depending upon how big and severe it is, it can create a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, and people don't always know that, right? And I work with a lot of singles who actually are in the dating world, and that just is really difficult.
It can be so defeating,
oh yeah,
so disappointing.
It affects their confidence, and it really can create, you know, a lot of problems.
And what was interesting is you also included social media disconnect. When you think of social media, you think, oh, that's, you know, our way of engaging and being, you know, so connected, but yet it can have the opposite effect.
It sure can. You know, so often we know that when you're going through a tough time in your life, again, I have clients that have to go off social media because there's this like perfection, this facade that everything is perfect.
Great.
Yeah. And come on, we all know there's no perfection in any of our lives. So that can create, especially when we're talking about adolescence. I mean, it can really create a problem, especially with their mental health.
Absolutely. Yeah. It just plays so much with your mind.
It does.
So let's talk about ways that people can cope with the loneliness, with the social isolation.
Yes, so you've got to really make sure that you connect with other people, that you make sure that you're reaching out when you get to that place, that you're having compassion for yourself. You know, we all are going to go through tough times. We're all going to hit the wall at times, and we've got to realize that, hey, you know what, sometimes it's okay to break down. And I tell people when they come in, you know, that breakdown is going to give us an opportunity to break through. It's going to really help us. So having that compassion, learning to self-soothe, but also reaching out and knowing when you should do something good for yourself.
Absolutely.
The little things make the big radical shifts when we take them step by step.
And don't you think the biggest, hardest first step is just acknowledging it, recognizing it, and then thinking, I should do something about this.
Yes, I should get help. You know, even if you start with a family member, even if you start with a friend, don't isolate yourself. We all have been through stuff. You'd be surprised, like your friend, when you share, somebody feels for you and reaches out and connects with you, and it makes all the difference. But there are coaches, there are counselors, there are psychiatrists, and you know what? Go to your family practice physician, right? Because they can help you too.
Take care of it.
Right? And sometimes you might need a little bit of medication to just get you over the hump. But your doctor can help you with that.
And by the way, what I love, what my friend did is she reached out to her closest friends and said, you know what, let's get together. Let's do a monthly get together.
I love
right?
that. And I bet they've got her.
You
know, your girlfriends want to know they've got your back if you give them the opportunity.
Absolutely. Julianna, thank you so very much. Hopefully that helped a lot of folks out there too.
I hope so.
Troy, over